So now that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 is out, I went ahead and tracked down how to turn on the smoke in the planes. I wanted to see if there was going to be any differences between this one and Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. And I found two different ways. One is with the new planes that have come out in 2024, and one is the original way, basically the same way you would do it in 2020. So the first plane that I found that smoke actually works in is the Red Bull Air Race Edge 540 V3 Martin Sanka. I'm not saying that 3 times fast, but this is the plane I'm in right here. And so I'm going to show you the settings that I went through and figured out how to do it. And I will say the new way, if all the planes that come out in the future are this way, it's going to be a lot more easy to do. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pause my game. I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to go to controls. And here on the left, you'll see all your different peripherals. I've mapped mine to my Rhino stick, X56 Rhino stick. And the easiest way to find this is just go to the search function and type in smoke. So you'll see there's 4 different settings for smoke: smoke off, smoke on, smoke set, and smoke toggle. I kind of mess around with smoke set a little bit, but the easiest way is smoke toggle. So just go ahead and search for that, and then you're going to want to assign it to whatever button you feel is the best for you. I have mine set to joystick button 7, which is on my joystick. So once you have that mapped, you go back to the game. All right, and then I'm going to go into external view, kind of turn the camera around, and then I'm just going to turn on the smoke. That's it. I just hit that one button that we just mapped. That's it. I will say the smoke does look a lot better in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 than it did in 2020, but as you can see, it doesn't last for very long at all. It's a lot more full. It looks more realistic. The graphics are better, but it just doesn't persist for very long. You can see I'm not even really. I'm maybe halfway back on the stick, and it's maybe lasting for half a circle. So that would be great to see in a future update if they made the smoke persist a little bit longer. But as of right now, that is. Now for the other way, what you're going to want to do is have an airplane that was out in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. There were a couple different planes that had smoke, but I'm going to select the Aeromaki MB339 Pan. And then I'm going to go into Configure. Inside of Configure, you'll have your different types of variants. I just have mine set to this middle one, which is the, I'm not going to mispronounce that, it's the Tricolor Pony Zero. All right, then you're going to come up here to Livery, and then you're going to want to select the livery of the color smoke you want. So there's blue, there's green, where's the other ones? There's red, there's green smoke again, more red. So I'm just going to keep this green one selected. I'm going to hit save and back. Save and back again. And then you're ready to fly. So go ahead and take off from wherever you want to take off. Today I'm going to be going around Mount Fuji in Japan. So now that we're in the air in a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 jet, I'm going to walk you through how the original way was, and it still works in this jet. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pause your game. Go to settings, go back to controls. You're going to look for toggle wing lights. So I have it mapped right here. And again, it's a very similar button on my joystick. And then the other one you're going to want to set is recognition lights. So I have that again, but on my joystick. So after you set toggle recognition lights and your toggle wing lights, you have those mapped, all you're going to do is just go back, save and back, and then resume. I apologize if this was kind of a rough transition just now. I've had to restart this game like 3 times to get this to work. So what you're going to want to do after those keys are set is you're going to want to look down here to your left leg, and you're going to see this panel called Smoke right next to the emergency gear handle. This will vary based on the jet, obviously, where the location of these switches are. But you're going to want to turn Master Smoke on, Color Smoke on, and White Smoke on. Now once you have that, you can go ahead and unpause, go to external view, and I'm going to turn this around a little bit. So when I activate my wing lights, you'll see I have white smoke. And then you can just toggle it right back off to stop, and then toggle your recognition lights, and there's your color smoke. And then again, you can toggle it back off. But if you notice, the graphics from 2020 kind of translated over with this jet, so the smoke doesn't look near as realistic as the 2024 smoke. But the one thing I did notice is it does seem to persist pretty decent of a time. So it's you can see the white smoke still back there, the green's still back there. So if they could take the graphics from the Flight Simulator 2024 smoke and the duration of the 2020 smoke and put them together, I think it'd be a great win for everybody. But let me know what you think. If you find any other planes that have smoke, leave it in the comments. I have found a couple other Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 planes that have smoke switches, but no matter what I mess around with or do, I can't seem to make them work quite yet, so I'm sure they're just not active in the game. But if you guys are able to figure it out, let me know, and we can maybe make an update video. But for the most part, those seem to be what it takes to get smoke to turn on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.